Have you ever had an idea that everyone laughed at? An idea that felt small, almost pointless, and yet you couldn't stop thinking about it. Most people don't quit because their idea is bad. They quit because the world tells them it is. But the world isn't always right. There was a university student. He had a simple idea, an app that reminds people to drink water. Nothing impressive, nothing complex, just simple. He showed it to his friends, they laughed and said people don't need an app for that. Even his professor said, this isn't innovative. And something changed inside him. Not the idea but his belief in it. A quiet question appeared, what if it doesn't work? That question felt heavy. Real. But here's the thing, not everything that feels real is true. As Sigmund Freud suggested, the mind reflects hidden fears, not just reality. So that doubt? It wasn't truth. It was fear trying to sound like logic. He almost deleted the app, almost, but instead he did something different. He uploaded it quietly, no announcement, no validation. He just let it exist. Days passed, nothing happened, and that's where most people stop because we believe if something is right it should work fast. It should be obvious, but it rarely is. As Carl Jung explained, meaning doesn't appear instantly, it reveals itself slowly. 10 downloads, 50. 100. Not exciting but real. A month later 10,000 people had downloaded the app. 6 months later a wellness company offered and bought it. That useless idea became his career. So what really happened here? Did he get lucky? Or did he simply not quit? Most people think failure comes from the outside, lack of money, lack of support, lack of opportunity, but often it starts inside. As Aristotle believed, outcomes are shaped by internal states, not just external events. People don't fail because things don't work, they fail because they stop, but everything changes when you change one question. Not, will this work? But, how can I make this work? That shift is everything. As René Descartes showed, questioning deeply leads to clarity and clarity leads to action. Because success isn't a moment, it's a process, action, reflection, adjustment again, and again, and again. Most people leave before things make sense, but meaning like growth takes time. And here's something most people never realize. As Carl Jung said, who looks outside, dreams, who looks inside, awakes. Your idea isn't the problem. Your timing isn't the problem. Sometimes you just haven't become the person who can make it work yet, so instead of asking, will it work? Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What can I improve? What happens if I stay? Because what feels uncertain today might become clear tomorrow. But only if you don't walk away too soon. So think about it, what if it actually works out? Not because of luck, but because you stayed, because you adapted, because you kept going when doubt told you to stop. That laugh could become applause, that small idea could become your life, and that quiet decision to not quit could change everything. And before you leave, I have a small request, not a goal, not something big, just one honest sentence. What is an idea you've been holding on to but haven't acted on? Write it in the comments, not for me but for you, because when you put it into words publicly, you're not just commenting on a video, you're making it real, you're telling yourself this matters. And maybe that's the moment everything begins to change if this kind of thinking speaks to you. Subscribe. There's more coming about ideas, doubt, growth, and becoming the person who doesn't walk away too soon. Take your time, think deeply, and remember, stay with it. Easy, right?